all of them at this point, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But now, this is the one that we previewed. A lot of people I know already know the story of Michael's Angels. We'll tell that whole story. But I want to let you know, the pendant itself is 14 karat. You're getting a 14 karat chain. You get the pendant that is dripping with a full 1/4 carat of diamonds. And by the way, those are near colorless diamonds, wonderful clarity on the diamonds. This was appraised, and when I say appraised, we send these pieces out, we have them independently appraised. The lowest appraised price, we put the lowest one on there. The lowest appraised price is $1,100. We're doing it for $449.98. But Michael, so many of our customers, I am certain, recognize you from your years at QVC, our sister network, and I know you were really associated with the angel wing pieces that you did in your jewelry collection there.
Well, the angel wing has really become something that first of all, I identify with amazingly. And many of you, I don't know if you ever watched me on QVC, but one of the things that you know is that many years ago, my father had passed away from cancer. And I am not a religious person, but I am a very spiritual person. And I was telling Connie that when my father passed away, like everybody, I went through a period of mourning. And there comes a point, and the angel wing was the epiphany to me. It was like one of those things that was like, wow, it's just really amazing because my emotions shifted. When my father had passed away, whenever I would think about my father, I was always flooded with very, very sad feelings. But the minute I saw an angel wing, I had probably the most comforting and warm memory of my father, who, by the way, will have been gone for 16 years this week. But I had the most comforting memory of my father, and that memory was every night before we would go to bed, he would say good night and God bless, and may the angels watch you always. And so to me, all of a sudden, I was flooded with this sense of comfort, this sense of relief. And so when I started to bring in jewelry and I started to design jewelry, the angel wing is something that is really very, very important to me. Here we took it and we just kind of like updated it and we made it a little bit more universal. Because some people said, well, I would love to have a whole angel. And if you look at the motifs that we did on this angel, what you're going to see is that the wings are actually hearts.
Oh, how special.
The body of the angel is a heart. And it has this center stone here, but also the bottom of the angel wing is a navette shape. And to me, what that symbolizes is, as we all go out onto our journey of life, it's wonderful to know that there's somebody there taking care of you on your shoulder who's going to be looking out for you. And this navette shape is like a boat. And so that to me is like you're going out on the journey of life. So I said to Connie, listen, I don't want to bring it down early in the morning talking about my father and memories. But the idea that you could give this piece to somebody to kind of let them know, hey, you know what? If you've been through a tough time, I'm there for you.
Absolutely. And we all, like you said, we all have angels around us, guardian angels, and it's not necessarily what religious denomination you are. Or
I think across all religions, angels.
Exactly. Okay, I do want to let you know, my producer said we're going to have to move on from this one. We have 40 people who can get this. What a gift, what a treasure, what a wonderful, wonderful, not just beautiful piece of jewelry, but a sentimental piece of jewelry. $90 on your charge card or $49 if you have your HSN charge card and you want to do VIP financing. Now we have so much more to get to. We have the most amazing tanzanite ring. We have pink and white diamonds coming up. But first, more about Protection Plus. Take a look.
Worry about one less